This video will be a strategy discussion and overview of the board game Oath. Oath is an asymmetric tableau building game where you're thematically visiting lands, interacting with their denizens, and scheming your way to a win condition. During the game, players are looking through the world deck, which consists of cards called denizens. You can either play denizens to the board for resources, adding them to the public tableau usable by any player, or play them to your own personal tableau as advisors. Each denizen has an ability. So a majority of your strategic resources are the denizen abilities available on the board and in your advisors. The other type of card in the world deck are visions, which you can claim to give yourself a win condition. As visions are revealed, searching the world deck becomes more expensive in the action economy. Lands become filled with their maximum amount of denizens, and searching the world deck gets more inefficient. So in each game of Oath, you only get to see part of the world deck. The cards that people discard go into piles that you can look through for cheap, so at some point you stop seeing new denizens as the game goes on. It's up to you as the player to find combinations of denizens that work best for you. Because the abilities are so broad and interact with the rules in multiple ways, this game allows for pretty extensive player expression in coming up with different strategies. Advisors are denizens that only you have access to. Having exclusive access to certain abilities can be a huge advantage if you play things right. Leveraging exclusive information is a great way to gain an advantage, so having a secret vision or advisor allows you to make moves in secret that favor your win condition. There are 4 visions that give you 4 different victory conditions: hold the most lands, hold the people's favor, hold the darkest secret, or hold the most relics and banners. Why is it advantageous to rule a land? On the board, anyone can use abilities as long as their meeple is in that land. However, ruling a land lets you use abilities even if your meeple is elsewhere. Other than having it in your advisor, ruling a land is also the only way to use battle tactics, which are bonuses you can use during combat. Why is holding the people's favor advantageous? Usually when you place a denizen in a land, that denizen cannot be replaced. However, when you hold the people's favor, you have the option of replacing denizens. This is a great way of disrupting an opponent's card combination without having to battle them directly. This ability also extends to any land in the region your meeple currently inhabits, Cradle, Middlelands, or Hinterlands, so you can shape the region's denizens as you see fit without having to move around as much. Why is holding the darkest secret advantageous? As mentioned before, searching the world deck becomes more expensive as more visions are found. However, the darkest secret allows you to search the world deck at the cheapest action cost of 2. You can get first crack at new denizens more efficiently as the game progresses. Why are holding relics and banners advantageous? The people's favor and darkest secret are considered banners, and relics are also available on the board for a cost. Usually, these relics have some crazy effects, so holding a bunch of them are like having supercharged, sometimes game-breaking advisors. Next, let's discuss resources. The 2 main resources are favor, represented as coins, and secrets, represented as little books. You can use the trade action to exchange favor for secrets and vice versa. You place a corresponding resource on the denizen and gain the other. Different things cost secrets or favor. The main difference between the 2 is that you lose favor back to the banks when you pay it, and secrets come back to you. So secrets are a more permanent form of currency. Trade favor for secrets, then trade those secrets back for more favor. The secrets come back to you, so you've made a net gain. You gain more favor in secrets if you have matching advisors to the denizens you're trading with, so consider switching out advisors to follow the suit with the most money in their banks. Favor is also used to muster warbands for your army. While battling can be risky, almost anything can be taken through brute force. As the number of dice increases on both sides, the defender usually is favored over the attacker due to there being a ×2 on the dice. The downside to having a larger army is that you have less supply you can work with each turn. Battle tactics usually help you long-term better than a large standing army. Wait until you have a decisive card combination before going all in on your army. Although a good portion of Oath comes down to luck, you can tip the scales in your favor just by knowing a little bit more than your opponent. Hidden advisors, face-down relics, and being the first to see new denizen cards all combine to give you knowledge about what's available to you at the table. Gathering abilities for yourself or denying your opponent a strong ability can make or break a game. Knowing what your opponent is doing and maneuvering to deny them can be just as important as your own victory condition. As an exile, it favors players to fly under the radar while steadily building up resources. In every game I've played, the player that sticks their neck out first rarely wins. You want to appear to be the second or third strongest at all times, pitting your rivals against each other. Force a desperate player to make a risky play. Hold back on the number of troops so another player has the scariest army. Making your critical move at the right time is a skill that comes with experience. Finally, having a thorough understanding of the game rules and interactions is crucial for maximizing the number of options you can perceive. Steal the scepter and make yourself a citizen when the Chancellor is about to win. Banish another player after removing one of their strongest battle tactics with the people's favor. Reveal a face-down advisor to muster additional warbands, and take the darkest secret by force. Oath is a very rules-dense game that encourages creativity, and a lot of fun is finding weird and outrageous combinations that can give you an advantage. In summary, steadily build up secrets and favor in the early game as you look through the Denizen deck. Find division as soon as you can so you have a goal to work towards. Gain banners and relics to shape the denizens and introduce uncertainty. Find your combination of cards that works for your goals and strike when the opportunity presents itself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.